Yo, what's up guys? It's Sarabin, and today I'm going to be discussing my hopes for the Black Ops 3 multiplayer reveal, and for Black Ops 3 in general, as far as multiplayer goes. So the past few days, or the past week or so, I've been talking with some friends, and we've been kind of discussing what we want in Black Ops 3, you know, what we're looking for. I've been kind of disappointed in the last few Call of Duties, to be honest with you. Ghost rather, it wasn't, you know, the best game. I've played it, you know, you've seen some clips and some stuff. I've uploaded, I believe, some gameplays of Ghost. I'm not exactly sure. You can look back on my channel, but, you know, I played that game a lot, but more so after Advanced Warfare came out, because Advanced Warfare I really didn't like at all. It was cool for the first few weeks, but it got really boring for me, and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the futuristic thing. I'd rather play older Call of Duties, you know, like Modern Warfare 3 and back, like Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, World at War, that kind of thing. You know, those Call of Duties to me are like the best Call of Duties, but, you know, I don't know. I'm really hopeful for Black Ops 3. I hope that Black Ops 3 has, you know, it sticks to the traditional roots of Call of Duty, because I feel like the last two Call of Duties really haven't done so. You know, I feel like, for me, I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, end of COD 4, around then, and to be honest, I really like the traditional feel of Call of Duty. You can hop on those older Call of Duties, and, you know, you're not flying around, it's not crazy, you know, hectic. It still feels like Call of Duty. It still has that fast-paced gameplay that you can get, you know, in pretty much any playlist that you hop onto, but it's not ridiculously chaotic. Like, I feel like Advanced Warfare is just chaotic, and there's a lot of things that, you know, look cool at first glance, like, oh, you know, exosuits, you know, have all these abilities, but, you know, when it's not really all that it's cracked up to be, and it doesn't feel like Call of Duty to me. And I know a lot of other players, especially those, you know, who go for montage clips or even just play casually, you know, we really noticed that Call of Duty just isn't the same anymore. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like the Call of Duty that we, you know, obviously grew up playing, and the Call of Duty that we enjoy playing. You know, you see a lot of people going back to older Call of Duties, I should say. You know, Black Ops 2 still has a huge following, a huge player base. You know, like 100,000 people or so. I think like on peak days it has like 100,000 players on it, which is ridiculous. Because for, you know, like a 3-year-old, I think it's about 3 years old now, game, you know, that's a lot of people still playing it. So, you know, you can also see that trend with even older Call of Duties as well. Like Modern Warfare 3, there's a lot of people playing it. Black Ops 1, there's still people playing it. I know it's harder to find games on like Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4, but you can find games. You know, you see people still going back and playing and making videos of these older Call of Duties, and, you know, it just goes to show that, you know, a lot of people aren't happy with how Call of Duty has progressed over the years, and especially in the past like 2 or 3 years or so, when Call of Duty's kind of gone downhill for most of us players who have been playing for a while. And you know, you can just see that because, you know, we're not playing the new Call of Duties. You know, I played Advanced Warfare probably for a month, and then I went back to Black Ops 2, went back to Ghost, Modern Warfare 3, those older Call of Duties, and, you know, that shouldn't happen. I remember when Modern Warfare 3 came out, I don't think I took Modern Warfare 3 out of my disc tray until Black Ops 2 came out. So that hasn't happened with me since, you know, Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, I did the same thing. I didn't take that out of my disc tray. That's the only game I played for the entire year. And then when I got Ghost, you know, I played that, and that was a good game for what it was. You know, I played that for probably like a couple months, I mean like 3-4 months, and then I kind of got bored of it. You know, that was around the time that I took a break from playing for a while. You know, I was focusing on school and some other things that were going on in my life, and, you know, I was just focused on some other things, and I really wasn't interested in playing it. It wasn't, you know, grasping my attention. I wasn't like, oh man, I want to get on and play some Ghost. So, you know, I don't know. You know, what do I want to see in Black Ops 3? I want to see some traditional gameplay. You know, where you're not flying around, where you can actually walk on the ground and play just walking on the ground. And I'm not talking about just one playlist where you can do that. Like Advanced Warfare, they have a playlist where you don't have to have exo abilities, where you can't use your exo abilities. But I feel like that just it doesn't make sense to have, you know, like one game mode excluded where there's few players in it. I really want something that feels like Call of Duty, because Advanced Warfare doesn't really feel like Call of Duty to me. And from what I've seen in the single player reveal for Black Ops 3, I don't see that, you know, I don't see it looking like Call of Duty. I mean, it has the aspects, some small aspects of Call of Duty in there that I see, but all in all, it doesn't feel like the Call of Duties that I love. I mean, the Call of Duties that go back and play and spend hours and hours a day playing, you know, like Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, you know, I've said it over and over and over, but those games are awesome. They feel like Call of Duty, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, you just like going back and playing them now because they're easier, but that's not really true. They might be easier because there's less people playing them, or what have you, or there's sniper lobbies. It doesn't matter about that, but it's just more fun for me to play those older games, and it's because you're not flying around, you're not having to deal with exo abilities, you know, people all over the place, all these, you know, crazy like futuristic guns and just futuristic abilities. I don't really agree with that. You know, we have other games where you can do that. You know, I say we keep it in those franchises. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but I really want traditional stuff. I'm really excited to see how the sniper rifle clips play out in the multiplayer reveal. We always get like one or two of those, so that should be interesting to see. We might get the name of one sniper rifle, or they might discuss that in more detail. I'm sure they're gonna go over a lot of this at E3, so as I find out more, I'll be watching the streams and just keeping up with everything on Twitter, YouTube, and wherever they're streaming E3. So whenever I figure that out, whenever I'm, you know, find out more information, I'm gonna be making a video on my opinion from what I've seen during E3. Unfortunately, I can't go to E3 because, you know, it's just a lot of money to fly out there to California. I'm in Florida, so it's all the way across the country. So, you know, I wish I could have gone, but I'll be watching streams, and I'll be making another video after E3 discussing my opinion on what I've seen at E3. So if you guys have, you know, anything that you guys want to see, you know, leave it in the comments, tweet me, whatever, you know, let me know, and discuss, you know what you guys want to see for Black Ops 3. I'm really interested in seeing how sniping plays out. Obviously, I mainly snipe, but I want to see that classic Call of Duty feel. You know, not necessarily, you know, going all the way back to like COD 2 or anything like that. You know, I want to see progression, you know, and Call of Duty keeping up with the trend, I guess you could say, the futuristic trend, kind of, but not. I don't want something that's like way too futuristic that just doesn't feel like Call of Duty to me. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what goes on at E3. I'm pretty hopeful for it. I want to see when the beta comes out, because I want to get my hands on this game. I want to try, you know, and just try it out. And hopefully, if the beta's good, fingers crossed, hopefully they don't change too much before the game's released, because I know they did that with Black Ops 1, and that kind of angered a lot of people, because they you know, obviously patched sniping on Black Ops 1, they patched sniping on Black Ops 2, and that stuff doesn't really bother me that much, because I can play through that. Like, it doesn't really bother me too much on Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 sniping, but it's just, you know, we'll see how everything plays out. I'm interested to see how everything's going to work, and, you know, game modes we're gonna get, guns we're gonna get, you know, different things, kill streaks, all that stuff. I'll make a video discussing all of that and sharing my opinion on it after E3. But yeah, I think that's all for today. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.